Good morning, guys. It is Friday, and this is day 2. Today's devotional is going to be on our children. Psalms 127, verse 3. Children are a heritage from the Lord, offspring a reward from Him. Think about that for a minute. I don't know if you've seen some of the garbage on YouTube, but it'll make your skin crawl. It's gonna make you very, very uncomfortable. But we're gonna look at it nonetheless, because it needs to be looked at. I got watching a shaking my head production video this morning, and some of the things in it, stop it. My cat is driving me crazy today. She's decided that she wants to bug me right now, and she's going to do it at any cost. No! Good grief. No, she wasn't doing this when I was on the couch thinking about this devotional, but she's doing it now. Anyway, hashtag life with pets, right? And they are a blessing too, I know. Anyway, back to this subject. Our children are under attack. Our family values, for that matter, are under attack. There is a trend in schools where there's a compulsory curriculum of self-touch being taught in our schools. Basically, our kids are being taught how to masturbate. Am I the only one that has a problem with this? Oh, and it gets better. Oh, it definitely gets better. There's a push to add P for pedophilia or pedosexual to the LGBT. XYZ. Whatever it is now. Abbreviation. They want to lower the age of consent of children. Children. They want to allow people to be able to do whatever they want to children by lowering the age of consent of our children, saying that a 4-year-old can consent to having an intimate encounter with somebody, even though a 4-year-old is barely potty trained. Now, I have one of my cousins just had her second baby in the summer. Her daughter is 3 years old. This child is just really learning how to structure a sentence together. How is she going to say, yes, you can touch me there? Or yes, I want you to touch me there? How? This is a common problem we're going to keep facing. I don't have cable, I don't have satellite, and I don't miss them. Because there's already enough garbage and smut on the regular TV. If I do watch the regular TV, I usually watch Create with cooking shows, mainly. There is one show I do like to watch, because it's very well written, and that's Riverdale. It was based off the Archie comics. Kind of. Barely. You have the main 4 characters of Archie, Veronica, Jughead, and Betty. and they still solve mysteries. Now, where this show goes completely off script is the relationship between the characters have. They have Veronica and Archie in more of an adult style relationship, along with Jughead and Betty in an adult style relationship. What also has been added is the original comics did not have any gay characters. They certainly did not have the characters of Jughead and Betty bordering on incest because they share a brother. Even though they themselves are not blood related, they have a common brother. Think about this for a minute. Moving on. Then you have all these shows like Dance Moms, glorification of sexualizing of children. I mean, I didn't watch it when I had cable and satellite. And since I haven't had it in 4 years, going on 5, I'm appalled by half the garbage on TV. What happened to Little House on the Prairie? Where father was head of the household. Where children did what they were told. And if they didn't, there was consequences. And that was acceptable. What happened to that? YouTube has a couple cartoons on that are basically a glorification of Satanism. And with that comes the sexual abuse rituals. And I got my cat again. Down. Get down. I'm going to touch on something that I don't really talk about much. The reason this sex abuse thing is such a personal issue for me is I'm a survivor of it. I was 9 years old when a cousin that was trusted to look out for me, when I took advantage of that situation. It set a precedent in our lives. He kept going after young, vulnerable girls that he had no business going after. And I always felt so uncomfortable when anybody even touched my hand. When someone would hug me, I'd want to throw up. There was that feeling of just being nauseous at the thought of somebody touching me. So when people start talking about legalizing this stuff, that people like Carl, I do this thing from Call for an Uprising, is making too big of a deal out of it, they're wrong. They're not making a big enough deal about this. We are allowing people to prey on our children. And have no doubt, if our children were dollars in a bank account, in a bank, we wouldn't let anybody prey on our bank account. No way. People freak out. Their credit score drops below 700. But they're perfectly okay if a teacher teaches their children how to self-touch. They're okay. The children rolling around the floor with a drag queen during reading hour. But don't even think about letting your score drop below 700, because you might not be able to get that car you cannot afford. Again, our children are heritage from the Lord. offspring a reward from him. Let's stop allowing our children to be preyed upon by these vile garbage that YouTube is okay putting on because it's for older adults, and yet it's trending, which means kids are going to see it and they're going to go and watch it. It's up, I say this all the time with my Monday missing child. It is up to us to put a stop to this. That's a dog itching. I gotta stop here or the cat's going to be eating grapes. Should be eating a bag anyway. Oh, she never wants anything to do with me when I'm just sitting watching TV. But she wants to bug me when I'm doing something. Here's the deal. I'm going to put this on both channels, Anarchy Land and Scratch Kitchen, because I really do feel like this is something we all need to be looking at. Parents, use the time in the kitchen to talk to your kids, to open conversation with them. That can be a perfect opportunity to find out what's going on with your kids. And try to direct their entertainment choices. Try to direct them away from this has-been hotel and back to Little House on the Prairie. Until later, be well. God be with you.